In this tutorial, we're going to solve the problem of this little poor cat that looks fine until I hide the ribbon that's covering its missing eye. So we're going to fix this by doing something similar to the previous exercise of the leg. Just copy, make a selection of the eye, and then copy it and then flip it horizontally. So this exercise basically is called retouching blemishes. So every time there's a mistake, we can, using tricks in Photoshop, we can fix that. So click on the background layer, which is the original layer of the cat, and then let's select the lasso tool and then draw a circle around the eye of the cat. And now click on the move tool, Command C, Command V, and then that selection gets pasted on a new layer. Let's call that eye. And then let's move it. And we also need to flip it. Okay, so edit, transform, flip horizontal. Now, obviously, you see that the lighting is different from the left side and the right side. On the left side, there seems to be light coming, and on the right side, it's a bit dark. That's why when we duplicated this, the section of the eye, there's this odd, dark contour around our selection. So, as you know, we can take the eraser tool and then using a soft brush and a bigger brush for here. So I'm clicking on the right bracket. Okay, I will erase the edges. Just like that. And I also noticed that it's still dark. Even though I fixed the problem, of the edges, I can also add some brightness to it. So image, adjust, brightness and contrast. Add some brightness because there's light coming from this left side and we want it to look natural. So, okay, that's much better. So now it looks like the real eye of the cat. And again, let's go ahead and put back this ribbon, but now in a nicer place and smaller and a bit rotated. To rotate, I just hovered over the edge of my selection. To select the ribbon, I hit Command T, just little reminders for you, but these are things we covered earlier. And if I hover over one of the four corners, you will see these two arrows, which means it's ready to rotate my selection for me. So I'm rotating like this. And then I'll place this ribbon right here. And now we have a nice cute cat with a ribbon and two eyes. And one last thing I'd like to show you with regards to this file is something very useful actually that you can use with any Photoshop file. It's basically how you can link layers together so that they move together. So for example, what if I want to link the ribbon and the eye together? Because I need to move them somewhere else on my canvas. So I would just click on the ribbon. Actually, let me go ahead and call it ribbon. Select that layer and holding down the shift key, select the eye layer. And now they're both selected, so you can move them, okay? But they're not linked yet. To link them, we can click on this little icon, again in the layers panel, which is called link layers. So if I link those, you will see the link on the right side of each layer. And now they're linked. So if you try to move one, the second one is going to move with it, even if you don't have both selected. So let me click outside. I clicked outside to deselect these layers. And then I'm just going to click on one of them. So let's say on ribbon, I just clicked on ribbon. Now if I click on it and move, the eye will move with it because the eye is linked, as you can see, to the ribbon layer. Okay, same thing if I click on eye and move it, move the eye, the ribbon moves with it. So as long as layers are linked with one another, whenever you move one, the second one moves with it. So for this example, this doesn't, is not very necessary, but you may have projects in the future where like you have a big poster with so many layers. Maybe there's a a section of a big title that has a slogan underneath and a logo on top, and maybe you change your mind in your design. You don't want all that section to be at the bottom of your poster, you want to put it at the top. So really, instead of moving your layers manually one by one, you just link them, and as long as they're linked, you can just select one of the layers and then move, and then all its linked layers will move with it. So it's really a powerful thing to learn and to keep in mind.